All right, so we got a couple topics here that I
Mhm.
think are interesting. Jay, you alluded to this earlier on in the episode, and that is double dipping. We were talking about this week,
Oh,
double
yes.
dipping,
Yes, yes.
and you were like, okay, well, what are the top 5 games that you've double dipped on? And I suspect that you're going to have the more interesting list. So I'm gonna go through a couple, and then
Okay.
you give me your list because I think it's going to be crazier. So I recently, and it just came today. I
Okay.
did double dip on the Game Center CX replay
Yeah,
because,
I
like we
knew
were
you were
saying
gonna
last time, I can't
yes,
open the VHS box,
right. Nope. No.
so I got it used.
Okay, okay. Wait, how
And
much
I
was the
want
used copy?
it was like $38.
Oh, okay. Did you get it from our secret store?
I did.
I knew you did.
I got $38 shipped.
Nice, very nice.
Soon as it went
That's a
up
steal.
there, I'm like, I'm doing it. And apparently even like I'm getting so many secret store boxes that our mailman is like questioning my wife.
Uh-oh.
Uh like what is this stuff that's always coming to your house? And she didn't actually know, thankfully. So she was like, "Oh, I think my husband likes to order tea from Japan." And the mailman was like, and he pays to import it. And he's like, "Well, he's very particular about his tea." Now that is true. I do import green tea
That's good.
from
That's
Japan because
good.
I drink it every day at work because it's my coffee. It's like not too much
Mhm.
caffeine, but just enough.
Is it matcha or sencha? Which one is it?
It's just like
Just
sencha, just
okay. Yeah,
loose
yeah.
leaf sencha,
Yeah, I do the
and I got
same.
the boiler at work, and I that's just what I drink all day.
Same,
But
same.
yeah, but the problem is that the tea box comes twice a year.
Okay.
And the secret store box comes
Multiple times
with
a year.
alarming frequency. So yeah, so that was one of them, and then I had, I remember when Yakuza 5 came out,
Mhm.
there was a lot of talk online that, "Listen, this is never going to get localized because it is so massive, there's so much to translate, and the story is even more Japanese than the others. Like, no one's gonna be interested in this."
Mhm.
And, like, it was the one where you actually played as his, orphanage adopted daughter who becomes an idol, and instead of fighting, like, people on the street, you have dance-offs with the criminals. You play an extended section where, Kiryu's like a cab driver, and it, like, really goes into life at the cab company. So it was a little dry, a little slow paced. So I bought it, imported it, and I tried so hard to work my way through it.
Wow.
And it was dense. It was dense, and I think I got through the first Kiryu portion, and I was like, I just don't have the time to fight through this language barrier. And then it was released a couple of years later, exclusive to the PlayStation Network. So there was never a English language release, but I got it on the PSN, played it, beat it, and I also have it. They did like a Yakuza 3 through 5 remaster.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
I have it on the PS4 and the PC. So that's what, quadruple dipping.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
but
about
I've only played through it once.
that's quad dip.
I do want to get back to it. I remember when Persona 5 came out. I got it on the PS4, love that
Mhm,
game, but I also got it on the PS3 because I figured, hey, this is gonna be one of the last PS3 releases. I'm
mhm.
gonna keep it sealed. Till this day, absolutely worthless,
Yeah.
which is a shame.
I think once Royale came out, it just plummeted the PS3 version in price.
Yeah, but I love the game, so I'm still happy to have it in
Yeah.
a weird way. Uh, Dodon Pachi, Blissful Reincarnation, only because you convinced me to get the limited edition,
Yes, yes.
and then I forgot that I had ordered the regular edition.
So you double
which
dipped by
yeah,
accident.
so it was, like, actually a nice coincidence because I didn't have to open that really nice limited edition.
Mm,
Um, I talk about, like, one of my things now is, I get the game on the Switch, and then I buy the game on Steam on a Steam sale, but perhaps the most depressing double dip of my life, and I don't know, this shows the psychosis, that I have, is I am a fan of the New York Jets, which,
okay.
if you don't know football, they are the worst, most disgusting
Mhm.
loser franchise in football and possibly in all of global sports. But anyway,
Still love
when
them.
they signed Brett Favre,
Mhm.
they this was 2009. He was on the cover of Madden. And so the Madden game was, released with him in his Green Bay Packer uniform. So I bought 2 Maddens at full price because in some strange way I convinced myself when the Jets win the Super Bowl with Brett Favre, this unopened game is gonna be historic. So I wasted $120 on Madden '09, which is a horrible Madden, and they're all horrible these days, but that one was particularly bad. And, for
That is
those football fans, the Jets started 8-3. They ended 8-8. They missed the playoffs. Brett Favre exposed himself to somebody in the Jets locker room. He was shipped off, and that was the end.
oh, man. I don't know how I'm gonna beat your level of storytelling.
Yeah, so those are my double dips. Now they're not necessarily like crazy expensive double dips, and I sense that you've got some expensive double dips.
I have some expensive double dips. I'm just gonna get this one out the way because I think it's the craziest one. Um, and it's when Shin Megami Tensei 5 first came out. I pre-ordered the Japanese limited edition and simultaneously pre-ordered the limited edition of the US release. So I have them both. And they're both still sealed because I dipped again on a US release of the standard edition and then dipped a fourth time for the steelbook edition. So I quad dipped for Shin Megami Tensei 5, a Shin Megami Tensei that I don't even enjoy all that much. I'm not going to say the game is bad. I just don't enjoy it as much as I really wanted to. But I did quad dip on that game because I mean my channel is called Shin Megami Talks. I mean I have to, go crazy. Um but yeah, that I there is a part of me inside that kind of regrets that. But I do digress. Uh number 4 is a game that a lot of people don't know exists, and if they do know it exists, they didn't enjoy it, but I thought it was fantastic, and I think it's going to be a very difficult game to find in the future. And it's a game called Astria Ascending. It's a Japanese JRPG made by the original creators that did. It's a group of people. They did Valkyrie Profile, and what was that other game? Fire Emblem. They worked on some games for that. So they just all banded together and made their own RPG. I bought this game on Amazon for $27 because no one cared. And I thought the game was so good, I wanted to support them. So I bought it a second time, but I imported a limited edition that we never got. Uh, and I kept it sealed. The limited edition, if you pop it in your Switch, it plays in English. So that's a plus. And that's great. That's a double dip that I did there. My third double dip that I will have to say would probably be Death Smiles. I originally bought Death Smiles on the PlayStation, no, not PlayStation, the Xbox 360. I got the limited edition with the faceplate. I that's not sealed. I opened that because I enjoy that game. And a couple of years later, I bought it again, a Japanese import, the Death Smiles. What do you call it? What did they call it? Like the platinum? It's like greatest hits or whatever you want to call it. I bought that, And then I bought it again on Steam because, why not have uh well, are we counting digital? Are we gonna count digital?
I was counting digital.
Yeah, okay. So I bought it on Steam, and then I bought it again because it came out for Switch in a nice bundle limited edition. So I bought that game 4 times. Separate times. I didn't double dip, I guess, per se, but I did buy the game. It's the same game as the Xbox version, but you're just buying it again for Switch. I bought the limited edition box set because it came in a nice, pretty box.
Huh.
Some people might say I'm crazy, but the box is so pretty. I had to buy it. Um, Next is a game that's really dear to my heart. It's I bought a game called Stranger in Sword City. It came out on the PlayStation Vita. It's a first-person dungeon crawler. You basically just gear up your party and you go through dungeons and fight hard monsters. I bought this game on the Switch. I bought it on the PlayStation Vita, and I bought it on Steam. I triple dipped for that. Um, I bought the Switch version twice. Not the Switch version. The PS Vita version twice because I liked the limited edition box so much that I opened one and I bought another one just to keep it sealed because it's pretty.
Wow.
Uh, and for my last one, and this is where my unique storytelling of craziness and frankensteining game, I call it frankensteining games, comes in. It's for Ease 8 Lacrimosa of Dana on the PlayStation 4. Originally, I bought this game from a friend. He didn't want it because I couldn't find the game anywhere. So I bought the PS4 version, and I love the game so much that I was like, I need the Switch version. I don't know how I'm going to get this game, but I need it. The game was somewhere on eBay close to $100 plus because the Switch version was just the more sought after version. Like an idiot, I did not buy it. But a couple of years later, NIS was like, "We're gonna reprint games. What games do you want to reprint?" And I was like, "Lacrimosa of Dana, please, for one." I bought it for the Switch. Then I got really, really upset with myself that there was a limited edition for this game and I didn't have it. So what I did was I went on NIS of America's website. I saw that they were selling the limited edition with the PS5 game in it. Now, this is the thing. The limited edition, they didn't change anything about the box. It looked the exact same as the PS4 version and as the Switch version. So I took my $100 and I bought a PS5 version of that box, took the PS5 game out, sold that, and then put my Switch version in the box that I just bought. So now I triple dipped for Lacrimosa of Dana Ease 8. And that is my number one.